Thursday, September 15. Love conquers all. It is so easy to look back at the early church as some sort of model of harmony and peace, an example of what true worship was all about. But they were not so much different than people in the Old Testament times, or than people in our times. Take, for example, the church in Corinth, which Paul established on his second missionary journey. A commercial hub known for its luxury and wealth, Corinth was also a center of one of the most sensual and degrading religions of that era. Influenced by their culture, immorality and dissension had invaded the church, and yet, as bad as it was not the only problem there. Paul addressed other issues that were causing factions to develop in the church, including idolatry and the seeming overemphasis of spiritual gifts, especially the misuse of the gift of tongues for self-seeking motives. In the midst of his discourse to the Corinthians and all their problems, Paul writes the famous chapter, 1 Corinthians 13. Consider that chapter now. Though I speak with the tongues of men and of angels, but have not love, I have become a sounding brass or a clanging cymbal. And though I have the gift of prophecy and understand all mysteries and all knowledge, and though I have all faith so that I could remove mountains, but have not love, I am nothing. And though I bestow all my goods to feed the poor, and though I give my body to be burned, but have not love, it profits me nothing. Love suffers long and is kind. Love does not envy. Love does not parade itself, is not puffed up, does not behave rudely, does not seek its own, is not provoked, thinks no evil, does not rejoice in iniquity, but rejoices in the truth, bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Love never fails. But whether there are prophecies, they will fail. Whether there are tongues, they will cease. Whether there is knowledge, it will vanish away. For we know in part and we prophesy in part. But when that which is perfect has come, then that which is in part will be done away. When I was a child, I spoke as a child. I understood as a child. I thought as a child. But when I became a man, I put away childish things. For now we see in a mirror, dimly, but then face to face. Now I know in part, but then I shall know just as I also am known. And now abide faith, hope, love, these three, but the greatest of these is love. Paul suggested that no profession we make, no mighty miracles, no charismatic gifts, no piety or zeal has any value unless there is a heart filled with love for God, confirmed by love for one another. Spiritual gifts are helpful, and Christians should use their gifts to honor God and to build up the church in unity, but never should any gift be used for display of self, personal gain, or in a disorderly way in worship or otherwise. How much does unselfish love for others impact your daily life? That is, how much of your own time and energy do you spend on seeking to minister to others? How much of self are you willing to renounce, all for the good of other people? It is not so easy, is it?